Before I begin my remarks tonight, I want to just go back for one moment. As an American, if when you heard the national anthem, you weren't moved this evening, I don't know what quite can move you. Can we give a round of applause to the young man? A second observation I've made is how many people have come out this evening in support of 29 graduates tonight. So graduates, this is a big moment for you, but it speaks volumes that you have family and friends and supporters, this many that have come out to support you in the noble profession that you're in. So can we give yourselves a round of applause for being here? I want to also commend Chief Wolverton and the command staff at Shreveport Fire. Shreveport's firefighters and EMTs are among the best in the nation. This is a testament to their leadership. You have created a standard of excellence, a culture of self-sacrifice, honor, and discipline. I also want to thank Chief Training Officer John Lane as well, and the Academy staff for turning these brave, young recruits into well-trained first responders. Let's give the Shreveport Fire Department leadership another round of applause, please. And finally, and more importantly, let's give a big round of applause to our graduates this evening. We all know that any goals worth pursuing don't come easy. And over the last 26 weeks, you've endured quite an ordeal. You have spent hours in the classroom, studying fire tactics and learning to read smoke. You've undergone strenuous physical activity and have been immersed in situations that mirror those you will respond to in the field. Throughout it all, you've shown incredible determination, and today we celebrate that determination. We celebrate all the hard work and dedication it took to turn your dream of becoming a firefighter into a reality. Of today's graduating class, 24 will join the Shreveport Fire Department, 4 will join Ruston's Fire Department, and 1 will join Caddo Fire District 3. But all of you are joining a unique group of people, a group bound by commitment to something larger than themselves. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a beautiful Tuesday morning, and I was a 16-year-old junior at Captain Shreve High School, sitting in my Biology 2 classroom. I was an all-state athlete in several schools that offered me scholarships, and I was leaning towards LSU. But around 9 o'clock that morning, another teacher barged into our classroom. She whispered in my Biology 2 teacher's ear, and my Biology 2 teacher ran over to the TV and turned on the TV, and we saw the World Trade Centers burning. After that, I decided to accept the nomination at West Point and to serve in the United States Army. I felt compelled to defend our country and stand in between the perpetrators that did that fateful morning and my family, but I was also inspired. I was inspired by the firefighters and the police officers who immediately started to run into harm's way that morning. They were on the scene in a matter of moments, evacuating the towers and searching for survivors. I will never forget the image of President Bush at Ground Zero with his arm draped around the shoulder of Bob Beckwith, a retired New York City firefighter who geared up after seeing the disaster unfold on TV. Nor will I forget the 343 firefighters who lost their lives that morning. I just learned that our Fire Chief Scott Wolverton actually wears 343 on his collar in remembrance of those selfless servants. Some of you might be too young to remember the events of September 11th, but on that day the world learned that firefighters are a rare breed. You have a job that is unlike any other. Y'all are fathers and mothers, brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters, human beings just like the rest of us. But when you slide down that pole, when you suit up, you put all that on the line. You risk your life to protect the lives of others. When you respond to a call for help, you are responding to a higher calling, the call to serve. Firefighters serve the citizens. They might not live near them. They might not look like them, but the citizens are counting on them. If someone calls 911, they're having a bad day. First responders can't afford to have bad days. This isn't the academy. The alarms are no longer training exercises. You have to put everything else aside and focus on the call because real lives are at stake. You have to listen to your superiors. You have to trust your team and your training. These are the most important tools in your arsenal. I've never been a firefighter, but I have served in uniform. I was an Army Ranger. And prior to this year-long political campaign, Ranger School was the hardest thing that I had ever accomplished. Ranger School is one of the toughest combat courses in the world. It is the obstacle courses and long runs, endless calisthenics, and combat simulations. It is being starved and sleep deprived. It is being constantly harassed and relentlessly tested by professionally trained warriors for 2 straight months. Because the program is so grueling, people tend to think of Rangers as lone warriors. But Rangers are the farthest thing from them. Rangers are really an elite tactical unit. We are a team. Rangers work together to complete difficult missions under the most challenging of circumstances, not unlike firefighters and paramedics. The Shreveport Fire Department has never sent a single firefighter or paramedic on a call. Each company is a small tactical unit of first responders that works together under stressful conditions. A team is only as strong as each of its members. Do not be the weakest link. Your teammates are counting on you. The citizens of Shreveport are counting on you. And in the same breath, I'm telling you that it is okay to be a rookie. Don't pretend to be a veteran firefighter. Work hard and learn. There is a big difference between heroism and bravado. Don't try to freelance. Just play your role. Earn your reputation. Be the first at your station every shift. Eat right and stay in shape so that when your partner turns to you for help, you can be there. Listen to your superiors, study your trade, and go above and beyond your duties. That is how you earn respect. Don't get me wrong, you need to be knowledgeable and confident, but you also need to be cautious. Sometimes you will have to risk your life to save another, but make sure you aren't carelessly risking your life or anyone else's around you. Don't get too excited that you forget your training. Buckle up when riding to a call. Check your gear. Make sure you don't have any exposed skin, and most importantly, be prepared. Downtime is not free time. This is a lesson I also learned in the military. As some of you may know, Iraq is a very, very hot place. And in June and July, temperatures can reach about 115 degrees. And it's dry as a desert. The Army gave us 2 weeks to acclimate, 1 week in Kuwait and 1 week in Iraq. During this transition period, we had a pretty light schedule, but once we started patrolling, there was a noticeable difference between the platoons that used their free time to train and those that used the free time as just that, free time. They were sluggish and off their game. Remember, downtime is not free time. If you waste it, you pay later. Downtime is prep time. It is an opportunity to freshen up on fire tactics and learn from those with more experience. It's a chance to examine your tools and test your air paint to make sure that everything is there and that everything is working properly. You never know what the shift has in store for you. Every day, Shreveport Fire Department responds to emergencies throughout the city, from car wrecks, heart attacks, fires, floods, and violent crimes. Make sure you are prepared to answer whatever call comes through on your shift. Firefighters and paramedics enjoy the public's trust because they are noble and self-sacrificing. You aren't looking for fanfare. Often, a pat on the back and a good job from a teammate is the only praise you'll receive. It's the smile of a grateful citizen that will make your job feel rewarding. It's knowing that you saved someone's life, someone's home, or that a mother has another day with their child because you and your team responded quickly. That will make you feel fulfilled. Your job is rewarding because it touches lives. That's what it's all about. Service. Never forget that. Once again, congratulations and thank you for your service to the city of Shreveport. Thank you.